I worked criminal enterprise gangs. I worked violent crimes, kidnappings, robberies, bank robberies, armored car, truck car robberies.
Of those crimes, Danaris Coleman, who has been with the FBI for nearly 20 years, says armored truck robberies are on the rise.
Unison 6, 77 in Green, they have a person who robbed the Brinks truck at gunpoint. They stole about $400,000.
It's crime of opportunity. As you saw from the video, it happened really fast. So if there is a large amount of money taken, it is a quick payoff for a short amount of time.
The FBI is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in a case out of Cicero last summer. Just before 6 a.m. on August 12th, surveillance video shows an armored vehicle park in the 5800 block of West Roosevelt in front of Laney's Cafe, a gaming lounge with slots and video poker. The guards arriving to load machines with cash and collect receipts.
As they pulled up, one guard got out, approached the establishment. He was accosted by one of two males who forced him to the ground. And they also ordered the other male to give them an unknown amount of money.
Both offenders were armed but didn't fire their weapons, taking off down an alley in a black 2012 Nissan Murano.
Obviously, they knew their pattern. Whether they followed them or whether they were staged there, they knew the pattern, knew that they would be there around that time of the morning, so it was pre-planned.
It took a lot of guts to do that. I'm surprised they pulled it off. I'm really surprised.
Des Moines Blakemore lives in the neighborhood and says he's typically worried about shootings and keeping his grandkids safe. He's surprised to hear about this type of crime, but it's happening a lot more in the Chicago area than you might think. In April, there were 3 back-to-back armored truck robberies in Chicago, Lansing, and Calumet City.
It was crazy. I ain't never seen that many SWAT teams and FBIs.
In May, the FBI announced charges against 2 men who stole more than $1 million from a Brinks truck parked at a Jewel grocery store on South 183rd Street. Devontae Davis and Darrell Singleton were caught after Brinks stashed an Apple AirTag inside a bag of currency stolen, and police tracked them to a home in Calumet Park. In March, 4 armed suspects robbed an armored truck in front of an Xfinity store in Orland Park. In February, a Loomis armored truck guard was shot during an attempted robbery outside a Wendy's restaurant in West Chatham. Trucks were hit in December, November, and October in Oak Park, Edgewater, and Dalton.
This happening nationwide, but lately in the Midwest, we have seen a spike.
So far this year, the FBI reports armored truck robberies have tripled in the city of Chicago compared to all of 2022. The criminals can be both low-level rookies or more seasoned crooks tied into large criminal networks, hoping for a big payoff to help fund gun and drug trafficking.
I've seen both. I've seen the one-offs, the individuals who try it for the first time that are not sophisticated, that make a lot of mistakes, to well-orchestrated crews who have done these things numerous times.
I hope they get caught, you know, because end up being something serious than that. So, you know, I'm hoping they get caught.
Here's one more look at the car used in this armed robbery in Cicero last August. The suspects, both in their 30s, one 6'4", wearing a dark-colored hoodie, a gator-style mask, and dark pants. The other 6 foot to 6'2", wearing a gray hoodie and a blue face mask. The FBI needing your help to solve this case and get these criminals off the street.
It's very important. The propensity of violence is there. Luckily, these guards complied, and no one was hurt.
Given the spike in these incidents, the FBI is doing outreach with banks and armored car companies on best practices and current crime trends. If you have any information on this latest case in Cicero, dial 1-800-CALL-FBI. Dana Rebick, WGN News.